Thank you very much, Monica. And now for 2 minutes and a half, Ms. Tanja Fajon.
Thank you very much, Chair. In the previous months, we have seen how more than 1 million people left everything to escape the turmoil in the Arab and African states. They escaped violence and war. Relatively few reached Europe, but we were all shaken by the images of children and men who risked their lives trying to get across the Mediterranean in shabby boats. Many drowned. How many will remain unknown. Last year, approximately 5,000 refugees settled in the EU. In the same period, around 75,000 settled in the USA. All member states accept less resettled persons than Canada. This clearly shows that Europe should do a lot more in terms of resettlement. But how? Due to the unsuccessful co-decision procedure, we've already lost 2 years, and we jeopardized the additional funds that member states will not receive unless we find a solution by the end of the year. It is imperative to adopt a joint resettlement program in the EU as soon as possible. According to some data, there is supposedly 6,000 places available in Europe for people who cannot return home or do not want to return home because they fear prosecution, or they live in dangerous conditions in the states of their first asylum. This program has to become an integral part of the asylum policy, and by doing so, the Europeans would show greater commitment to solidarity and sharing responsibility. However, we would also receive the important financial injections. In the opposite case, we will endanger lives, make the grave consequences or conditions in centers and camps even worse, and we will facilitate human trafficking networks. The European Refugees Fund and this policy is something that saves lives. We all are responsible for people who jeopardize their lives. Therefore, it is high time to find a solution. The Council should inform us as they go and in a suitable way. Thank you.
Gracias, Tanya.
Thank you so much, Tanya. The last speaker on my list who has 2 minutes is Sylvie Guillaume.
Thank you. Well, colleagues, unfortunately, once again, we're having to discuss this question of the blockage of the resettlement programme a year later, and it's still because of